Hi George, my name's Hugo. I'm a second year physiotherapy student at Charles Sturt University. Today what I'd like to do is I'd like to perform a neurological exam assessing the motor function of your upper limb. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's good.
If you have any questions throughout, I just want you to let me know. If you ever feel uncomfortable, just let me know and we can stop the test immediately. So today what we're going to do is we're going to perform a muscular drift, or otherwise known as a pronated drift test. Simply, all it entails is holding your arms at shoulder length and holding with your palms facing to the sky and with your eyes open, holding it for about 10 seconds. I'm going to observe your upper arm movements, then you're going to relax. You're going to re-put your arms back up there and you're going to shut your eyes, and I'm again going to assess your arm movements. How does that sound?
Yep.
Perfect. I'll get you to lift your arms to shoulder length. Hold it for 10 seconds. Just want to observe any upper limb movement. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hands down. And I will get you to place your hands back up. Shut your eyes. Now again, I'm going to observe any movements of those upper limbs. Doing a very good job. 9, 10, perfect, you can place that down. So you showed a normal response. What this means is you showed no signs of any neurological damage. An abnormal sign, I would expect your arm, or one arm, or even both arms, to drop and also to medially rotate. So your palm would end up facing the ground like so. What that simply means is that you have some sort of dysfunction in your upper motor neurons, so your brain or your spinal cord, or otherwise more specifically known as your corticospinal tract. This is what initiates and works with voluntary movement, such as keeping the arms up and supinated. George, now we're going to perform a Romberg test, which helps in assessing your balance and your gait. So your balance is maintained by 3 systems: your vision, your vestibular, and your proprioceptive. What we're going to do is we're going to assess your vestibular and proprioceptive. The reason we're going to do this and how we're going to do this is simply by getting you to stand up straight, feet together, arms by your side, and your eyes shut. I'm going to assess how you go with your balance, and then at the second half of the test, I'm going to provide some slight touches or some pushes, and just to see how you cope with that balance. Don't be alarmed, as I'll be around you the entire time to catch you if you fall at any stage. How does this sound? Yep. Perfect. I'll get you to stand up with your feet together, arms by your side. And shut your eyes, please. Perfect. I'm just going to assess any swaying movements. Good. 9, 10. Now I'm going to provide some slight pushes. Perfect. Thank you. You can open your eyes and take a seat. So George, there you showed a normal response. Pretty much that shows that you have, in this case, you have no neurological signs of dysfunction. An abnormal response simply would be represented by major swaying movements, or also by a step strategy, or even falling, which I would be there to catch you for. What that would mean is simply you have issues with your proprioceptive pathways or your vestibular pathways. For example, if you had issues with your proprioceptive pathway, you would have dysfunction or a lesion in your dorsal column. All right, George, for your final test, we're going to perform a plantar response, or otherwise known as the Babinski test, to assess your reflexes. So each area on your skin is part of a particular receptive field, which then has a specific reflex response. We're going to assess the receptive field on the sole of your foot. So simply, all I'm going to get you to do is place your feet up onto the chair, one at a time. I'm going to stroke each foot 3 times, and I'm going to assess both legs, how your lower extremities move, what their response is to when I stroke your foot. All right, I'll firstly get your right foot up. Okay, now what I'm going to get you to do is just sit there, relax. I'll see what your normal movements do. I'm going to move more medially to the inside of your foot each time. Perfect. I'll get you to place that foot down. Now I'll get you to put this foot up. And once again, starting the outside, coming in. Going to go medial each time. Perfect. Awesome. You can place your feet down there. All right, George, so you showed a negative response there, so a normal response, simply because your toes were going to slight flexion or minimally no movement at all. An abnormal response, we would expect your great toes, your big toe, to extend, your other toes to fan out, and also some associated knee flexion and hip flexion. Because reflexes are mediated in the spinal cord, but influenced by higher areas, a positive Babinski response would show that you have issues or dysfunction to your upper motor neurons, or otherwise known as your corticospinal tract.